Hey, welcome back everyone. Thanks so much for being here. We've got some pretty interesting news and updates to go over. Wanted to make sure you guys knew everything about this. So first up, a Ubisoft creative director hints at Star Wars news in 2023. So this is coming from an article in Insider Gaming where they point out a very suspicious and some would say obvious tweet that was sent out by a Ubisoft creative director where he said, quote, "May the news be with you soon." So that is very interesting, very cryptic, but some would say not cryptic at all. So let's read on the article and see what it has to say. It says here, just under a year ago, we learned of Ubisoft's intentions to create an open world Star Wars experience like never before. In January 2021, Ubisoft and Lucasfilm announced a partnership that would bring a story-driven open-world adventure set at the heart of the Star Wars galaxy. However, details have been relatively thin on the ground since then, despite this seemingly being one heck of an enormous project. It's massively ambitious and it'll utilize every ounce of Massive Entertainment's technological know-how and the Snowdrop engine that has powered the likes of the Division franchise. So that's really, really cool to hear. It's a massive project that they have working on. Like they say, news has been thin, but apparently now in 2023, we're going to be getting a lot more information about this open world Star Wars game by Ubisoft. And I can't wait to hear a little bit more, but let's continue on. It says here, from what we already know, the Ubisoft Star Wars game will boast a fully open, seamless universe akin to that found in No Man's Sky, which is insane to hear, I'll be honest. In the game, players will be able to jump between systems, immersing themselves in a vast galaxy bursting at the seams with activities. So I thought this was really cool to hear for anybody that's interested in Star Wars, even though there have been many in the community who have expressed Star Wars fatigue with games like Jedi Survivor coming and the KOTOR remake that's supposedly coming exclusive to the PlayStation platform. Some say they have fatigue with Star Wars, but I'm one that says if the games are of high quality, I'm all for it. So I can't wait to see what Ubisoft has in store in 2023 for their version of an open world Star Wars game. It sounds super ambitious, I'll be honest with you. Hopefully they can pull it off with this No Man's Sky type gameplay. Imagine that. And I hope it's not too ambitious for them, because the No Man's Sky formula is a fun one, but man, it takes a lot of work. I'm interested. Let me know what you guys think. Next up, we're talking about PlayStation, and apparently Sony might bring cloud gaming to streaming services and devices, a patent suggests. So this is coming from an article in PlayStation Lifestyle, and we heard about this before, a supposed partnership between, let's say, PlayStation and Netflix. We got some leaks about something like that, but things went really quiet since then. But man, I'm just surprised to be hearing about something like this so early in 2023. But let's read on the article and see what it has to say. It says here, a newly developed patent suggests that Sony is toying with the idea of bringing PlayStation cloud gaming to streaming services and devices. This doesn't come as a surprise considering the advancement in cloud gaming, as well as a previous Netflix app data mine that suggested DualSense integration of some sort. Furthermore, they say PlayStation cloud gaming partnership with Netflix has been rumored for a while. Back in 2021, when reports of Netflix delving into gaming first emerged, some on the internet data mined the streaming giant's app and found images of Ghost of Tsushima and the DualSense PS5 controller. Nothing came out of it at the time, but the aforementioned patent discovered by Veriali Gaming suggests that Sony hasn't given up on the idea. So I gotta be honest, this is crazy news to hear, man, so soon in 2023. We remember hearing about this patent before and hearing about this supposed partnership, but nothing really came of it. But apparently with this new patent that's been surfaced, Sony is still very much interested in bringing cloud gaming to streaming services. And man, if they can pull something like this off, it would be insane. But I've got to say, it would take a lot of technological know-how to do so, to get the latency down to a point where gamers wouldn't mind streaming a game, say like God of War 2018 or Ghost of Tsushima. It would take a lot, and it would require some big advancements in technology and R&D. So it remains to be seen if Sony and Netflix in this partnership can really pull this off in a way that gamers will appreciate and will gravitate to. But I'll say this, if they can pull it off, man, imagine the partnership that would be. We're talking potential hundreds of millions of Netflix users, and to be able to sit down on your couch and pick up a DualSense controller and immediately play Ghost of Tsushima, God of War, that would be incredible. But it remains to be seen. Like I said, they would definitely have to make some advancements on that streaming aspect, or maybe they find a way to download a game directly to the Netflix app and play sort of natively. I don't know, but Sony is definitely serious about this partnership, it seems like, with this report, and they're going forward with it. So we'll wait and see how things turn out. I'm hoping for good things. This would be a monumental partnership here, but we will see. What do you guys think? Lastly, here we're talking about God of War Ragnarok, and apparently on UK sales charts, God of War Ragnarok returns to the top spot in the final week of 2022. So I thought this was a really cool story. It's fantastic for Sony. It's incredible for Santa Monica Studio and the entire team. God of War was amazing, we all know, so it's very good to see them return to the top spot. This is coming from an article in Push Square, so let's read on and see what it has to say. It says here, the UK's final physical chart for 2022 saw Sony's game reclaim #1. Almost all copies sold were on PS5, so we suspect console bundles will be a big reason for the bump. That makes a lot of sense. Sony's been definitely pushing the bundles hard. Some would say they wish that they wouldn't so much and just sell the console individually, but nonetheless, I'm sure a lot of people are just happy to get a PS5. So furthermore, they say here, it knocks FIFA 2023 back into second place, with Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 now in fourth place, save for Sonic Frontiers in 10th, down from 7th. The remainder of the top 10 is very Nintendo flavored, per usual, which makes a lot of sense. There are several exciting releases heading to PS5 and PS4 this month, though, and we reckon they'll shake things up nicely, and they give a list of the top 10 here. So I thought this was really great news. I wanted to bring it to you guys to just show you God of War Ragnarok continues to be a big seller. It continues to be a great success, and it continues to prove that Sony Santa Monica is just an incredible studio. So if you haven't played God of War Ragnarok on the PS4 or PS5, make sure you go and pick that thing up here in the States, or if you're over in the UK, fantastic game. Trust me, you guys will love it. So thanks a lot for being here, guys. Appreciate you as always. Catch you later.